It's not often you get to beat the best chess player in a country, and even less often you do it with 5 brilliant moves. Edwin Ziegler Adams beat Carlos Torre Ropeto, the best Mexican chess player of all time. The game starts with e4, e5, knight f3, and then d6. This is known as the Philidor defense, although it's not seen in like GM play anymore because it's seen as an inferior opening. Afterwards, d4 captures and captures with the queen, and this move invites knight c6, which is played because it comes with tempo. It gets pinned by the bishop, and Carlos unpins. After this, knight takes d4 is a threat, so white captures and captures. He brings out the knight and castles. Bishop e7, and then immediately knight d5, and this move brings the knight into the center, but it can be captured two ways, and so Carlos chooses to take with the bishop, so white gains space from this move. After castles, bishop g5 and c6, which is actually a mistake because of d takes c6, which is a very good move, although this isn't played, and white goes for c4 instead. So captures, and now you can see that d6, the d6 pawn is always going to be weak. Rook e8 and rook e1. After a5 is played, rook e2 to try double up on the e-file, and you'll get a lot of pressure down here. Rook c8, which controls the c-file. White continues to double up on the e-file, and then after queen d7, all moves after this are forced. Bishop takes f6, and black is forced to capture back, and then the move queen g4, which is a queen sacrifice, although it can't be captured, because if it is, you have back rank and mate, and you can see that this would be checkmate because the king has no breathing room. And so black can't go queen c7 because again he'll get back rank and mated. He also can't go queen e8 or else he'll get captured. And the same with d8. After rook takes e8, queen is forced to take, and you'll lose the queen. And so it can't go d8, it can't go e7, and it can't go c7. It also can't go to c6 or a4 without getting captured. So through process of elimination, the only place the queen can go to is queen b5, at which point Carlos plays queen c4, again sacrificing the queen. Two different ways this time, although both ways lead to checkmate. As you can see, it will lead to checkmate if the rook captures, and if the queen captures, the same thing will happen on e8 with checkmate. After queen c4 is played, the queen is forced to go back, and then queen c7 is played, again sacrificing the queen two different ways, although again both ways will still lead to checkmate. And if the queen captures, again there's checkmate. After this, the queen is forced to go back to b5 again, and then a4, luring out the queen even further. Queen has to capture, and then rook e4. As you can see, there's a queen hanging, and this rook is also hanging, although nothing can be captured. Because, for example, if rook captures, queen takes c8 will lead to checkmate. As you can see, this will lead to checkmate. And if queen captures rook, you take the rook. And again, everything is hanging, but nothing can get captured. Queen b5 is played. And then after queen takes b7, in this position, black resigned. Because the queen has no other squares it can go to.